ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that.
Thursday.
Very cool.
Just giving everyone a little view of
So,
eyes of what I see.
during the chase period, we're talking about Mitch's massively horsepower Cummins that just cracked the crank.
Blew it up.
All right, everyone, it is Thursday, so be sure to tune in live. Anybody who goes live on Instagram is going to get a t-shirt. But we got some people to talk to today, some places to see, and a lot of new things going on. What's up, Justin?
How's it going, guys? It's Throw It Out There Thursday. Hopefully you guys have been good all week long. I know I've had a little bit of time off, and as you can tell, I really have not gotten much sleep. I don't know why. I have not recharged much, but it's okay. I like being back at work.
Who needs sleep? I've been
How do you
pretty
like
good.
work, Chase?
I've been quacktastic, Justin. Work has been phenomenal, but like you guys have been hounding me, I got too much going on at once, and I'm not that good at juggling. So one ball at a time here.
Can you really call what you do work?
Sometimes, slightly.
Is it actually work if you do it or do it badly?
When you enjoy it as much as I do, and
Doing
when
it badly?
Yeah, it's not a day of work at all.
All right. Well, so Technical Tuesday was Tuesday. Today is Throw It Out There Thursday. So we're just gonna throw stuff out. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk around the shop and we're gonna embarrass people because we had absolutely no idea what we were gonna do until about 2 minutes ago, and it sounded like a good thing to do. So before we do that, what, Chase? What?
I think I got Bad Habit Racing live on the line. What's going on, brother? Throw It Out There Thursday. Where are you at? What are you driving? And what's your question? I'm not going to answer it, but these guys might.
I'm at Huntington Beach. I have a Turbo S.
Nice.
I'm actually looking to sell it.
Okay.
And go to a Can-Am. I
Nice.
was wondering, is it worth it to get a 64-inch stance and upgrade it to, like a long travel, Cognito long travel? Or is it better to just start off with a 72 and get it over with?
So let me save you from getting the wrong advice from Chase in advance of him even opening his mouth. And right now I'm pulling a Chase and cutting his head off, just so you know I'm doing his job exactly the way he does it. Sometimes he does this, but we'll just go with this. So the answer to your question is, do not buy a 64 and convert it. I don't care if you're doing a long travel
I was going to say that.
The reason is you cannot convert the shocks without a ton of expense, and the shocks are not convertible 64 to the wider version. You have to buy the bypasses, and that really is a $5,000 difference in price. So you're better off buying the wide stuff, spending the extra money, selling everything off the car and doing a long travel than you are doing a 64 and converting it. We get that question a lot, and we've seen a lot of guys try, and they've all ended up spending way too much money, so don't do it.
You got a killer deal. If you get a killer deal on the smaller car, it is a great car. My brother had the DS, and I would totally recommend it if it's the narrow edition, if it factors into your style of driving.
Remember, Chase knows nothing, so don't listen to anything he's saying, okay?
Sounds good.
Send us a t-shirt and size, man. We'll get it to you. Actually, you know what? Since I'm behind the camera, I'll make sure you get it. It's not Chase's job at this point.
Sweet.
Take that down, sure.
Thanks, man. Have a good one. This camera thing's pretty easy, Chase.
Yeah, you should just do that the whole time.
I can cut heads off really easy.
Hey, I think we got something going here.
All right, so Throw It Out There Thursday. Take a look right here. Believe it or not, on Tuesday, Chase said he was going to be doing installation videos on KRX spring kits, and you know what is so weird? It's actually happening right now. I don't know that he's going to get it done when he said he was going to get it done, but we're doing it right now. We're looking at a KRX given to us by Side by Side Addicts. Good old Damien. I believe this is his wife's car. Badass car. If you guys have a KRX, take a look at some of the details on this. You might actually want to follow some of them because it's pretty cool. Instructions on the spring kit coming soon. If you've already bought a spring kit, then you are going to get some written instructions until Chase is done. But it's pretty easy to follow, man. No big deal.
Little known fact that you don't even know, Justin, we're going to be able to use our crossovers or the factory crossovers on this thing, man. It is going to be sweet.
So we actually weren't going to talk about that until later when we actually had them available. Thank you very much for saying something that's not available yet, Chase.
Hey, don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
So we're walking into some new construction, and we've got a little bit of an echo, but just to give you guys an idea, because we're going to walk around the whole shop today. This is kind of new offices for us, a little extra space. Also, it's going to be Doug's laser area. So we're going to have about 8 laser machines in here so he can double his production. And that way he is not as stressed out as he has been lately. Let's see some of the guys, what are they doing, AC work?
Oh yeah, getting it blowing in here.
All right, let's take a walk and go embarrass some of the guys that actually are doing some work.
I've got a question from Kurt McMichael. Wants to know, IQS question, are we going to see separate switches for the front and rear at any time?
Yes, you will see some individual switches from front to rear. I can't tell you exactly when that's going to happen because the development of that is actually quite complicated. There's more programming and computer ECU work than there is hard wiring and switch work.
Walk behind it.
And we have to rely on Bosch and some other people to do that, so it's going to be quite a few months. I don't think it'll be as much as 6 months, but it probably isn't going to be any quicker than 3. But we are working on that for your IQS.
I got a live one, Justin. We got Fernando on the line. Fernando, what's going on, brother? Where are you at? What's your question? What are you driving? Fernando, don't leave me hanging. Uh-oh.
So this is the look on Chase's face right here when he tries to sign somebody on and it does not work, which is part of what I've asked him never to do.
Yes. And yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on.
A quick
What do you
question.
Mitch?
Alien XP asks, why do you guys race the 2-seater over the 4-seater?
Good question. The reason that we do a 2 over a 4 is weight. In the racing that we do, best in the desert or any races in the States, there isn't very many sections that are just whoops for miles and miles and miles and miles, or for 50 to 100 miles. So the extra advantage of a 4-seat wheelbase through the whoops is not that big of an advantage. In score, we would go 4-seat. In best in desert, go 2-seat, save the weight.
Justin, hold that thought. I know it's Thursday, but right now on the live feed, it is Friday. Cole Friday, live with us. We got mustache rides going on. What's up, Cole?
Mustache rides.
Where are you at? What are you driving other than that mustache? And what's your question for today?
I'm at work, I guess.
You work, Cole? I thought people just gave you stuff all the time.
I really wish that was the case, because I like that much better. My question is, Baja 500 or Glen Helen? Which one you guys doing?
You know what? If Glen Helen is going to be a short course format, which I think that's going to have to be because they don't have a desert course,
Yep.
I'm out. I'm going to go to 500 and I'm going to run it because for us to be competitive, dude, seriously, and the same with you, you're going to lower your car, run a shorter tire, change the shock and spring package, and then where are you going to test it? You're going to go to Glen Helen or someplace else to try and test it, make sure it works right, just to be competitive in a short course format? All the guys are going to show up with a works car, they're going to show up with their short course car, and they're going to spank us. So
Exactly.
I'm just...
I'm going, I'm going to do it, but I'm not happy about it. So those short course cars better like to have a bumper on them, because if I catch them, I'm not.
I think that's the best option you've got, man. Hit the short course guys because their car will break before they actually finish. You know, they show up with a short course car that weighs 1,500 pounds and you show up with your 2,200 pound desert car, you're going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid, but man, hey, I hope to see you guys do good at Baja and kick some butt, eat some tacos, and drink some beer for me down there.
Thank you, man. You know, we love Mexico and tacos are awesome, so that's kind of maybe affecting our decision as well. But we'll root for you if you go to Glen Helen.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Take it
Let
easy.
it go.
Later.
So, I'm going to keep on walking. Just walk around a little bit here and there. So, general, obviously you guys have seen that before, but take a look over here. So these are 4 of the cars that are dropped off today. If you guys don't know, we do between 4 and 6 drop-offs a day, but we do 15 or so sets of shocks a day. How do you do that with only 4 or 5 cars dropped off? That is because we get a ton of shocks mailed in to us from all over the world. So on average, we do about 10 sets per day in the mail and 5 cars physically in person. You know what, Chase? Hang a right. Let's go over here and talk to Rhino. Hey, Rhino. What are you doing with that iPad? Why are you taking pictures?
So that we can double check, make sure we have all the parts for you.
Yeah, how about expand on that? So when it comes to pictures, not only are you shooting that you've actually done the right stuff or you put the right stuff in the box, but if when the box is opened by our customer, they can look inside and they go, hey, you're missing this. Well, we're able to go back to the picture and we can verify what was actually shipped.
100%.
So that's how many, I would say we probably have 4 layers of checking our stuff so that we don't make a mistake all the way around.
Yep.
Hey, Cole Friday would love your mustache right now, by
You're
the way.
getting a lot of love on the Instagram right now.
Well,
Starting a trend around here.
Rhino's probably the sexiest guy we have working here, that's for sure. So now the tallest guy that we have working around here is Ryan. What's up, Ryan? So Ryan's in charge of shipping. If you guys haven't met or talked to Ryan before, he's the one that makes sure that everything gets out the door. It's a lot of freaking work. Yes, you guys are pounding out 60 to 100 boxes a day. Yep. I don't even know how you get that done with, what was the mistake rate you sent me the other day? 0.03?
Yeah, 0.3. So
0.3.
Yeah.
0.3%?
Yes.
0.3%.
Other than sheer size and intimidation, how do you keep it to such a perfected workflow around here? What's your secret?
We have 3 or 4 different areas where we check and double check everything before it goes out the door, as Justin was just talking about, taking pictures, and I check paperwork, another guy checks paperwork, and we check it in the system.
Check it more than once. I've never done that before. This is crazy.
Chase, I don't think you've checked anything you've ever done.
Hey,
I have
this
not.
is-
You know what? I'm pretty sure that when you have to go to do something, you don't even check to make sure the equipment works before you show up.
Well, luckily I have you always on my ass, Justin, so it's kind of like having an own self-checking system.
Matt right here. Matt, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Matt. So Matt's kind of the head badass in the box area.
Sure thing.
You want to go with that?
I'll go with that if you want to go.
He also has the sexiest socks in town. I guarantee that.
They go with his nickname, Matty Slice.
Matty Slice.
They do.
Thanks, Matt. Sorry to mess with you. So, if you guys take a look at the counter over here, this is remnants from lunch. And so we were kind of doing a shop lunch today.
Social distancing.
With plenty of distance. I mean, like food's too close, so then maybe the food's got COVID. But nobody else in the shop does. Actually, that brings up another subject, you guys. So seriously, when it comes to the COVID stuff, we sanitize the shop every day after work when we leave so that we're good in the morning. We also sanitize all the cars that we work on. Here shortly, you're going to see some stickers on every single car that we touch, showing that we've actually done that sanitization. So understand that when you drop your stuff off or mail your stuff in, it's treated with the most utmost care, and also making sure that we are keeping you guys safe in the way that when you send your stuff into us and you get it back, you're not going to get something extra other than awesome shock work.
Got a question from Ryan Heather Sloan. Do you recommend reusing stock nuts and bolts? And second question, what's your thought on exhaust wrap?
And hold that thought because I got a live one, another Ryan.
And
What's
Chase
the-
interrupting. Okay, cool.
Ryan Van
Dude,
Heldenberg.
hey, how's it going over
What's
there?
up, brother?
What country are you in? Tell everybody.
It's actually on the aircraft right now.
You branded the airplane.
Thanks, you guys enjoyed it.
Badass, man. Thanks for tagging everything.
So, appreciate it.
Hey, what do you guys need the most over there? Like razors, porno magazines. You know, what can we send you that you need when you're doing your duty? Because, you know, you're sacrificing for us in the military right now.
White Claws.
So, whatever you said.
You're worried about people gooping up the magazine, so you want White Claws?
Hey, my calls will do just fine, but don't let Chase still.
Hey, come on.
Hey, man. Thank you very much for tagging all the stuff. Thanks for tagging everything over there, man, and thanks for signing in. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work over there. Hopefully you're back soon.
Keep that banner on the plane.
Towards the end of the year, and then we'll get out and do some testing for Parker next year.
There it is, man.
Looking forward to it, brother. Keep that thing on the plane when it's flying.
Oh, we will. It's going to get put up in the hangars, so appreciate it.
Later.
Thanks, man. What was your question, Mitch?
Ryan Heather Sloan, do you recommend reusing stock nuts and bolts? And then also, what are your thoughts on exhaust wrap to keep the heat away?
So my first question would be, do you have a play car or a race car? If it's a play car, I wouldn't worry about stock hardware being reused. Although, if the nut on that bolt does not stay tight after you've reused it, then you need to change that so that the, say, lock nut ability of the nut is retained, which means you need to buy another one. Header wrap. We run exhaust wrap on our race car to try and keep heat off the exhaust. Sorry, off of the coolant lines that are next to the exhaust and some of the other things like the shocks. Again, for a play car, you know, these things are maybe not that big of a consideration, but for a race car, they're a must. Hopefully I answered your question. Matt, you got anything before we go over there and mess with Brandon?
Yeah, Adam Alford wants to know if you would recommend getting ECU flash on the KRX to get more power, and if so, who would you recommend?
Okay, so ECU flash on a KRX. Yeah, that car needs more power. Please, whatever it takes to put more power in that car, get it. Flash, DynoJet, Evo, pretty much where I'm gonna go, right there. I'd love to see a turbo on that car. We were talking about it earlier. It still is one of my favorites when it comes to design. If it just had power, then we'd be all over it. Behind you is the man, the myth, the legend, Brandon, who has, his mustache game is strong.
Oh yeah, I even shaved it up.
I think you smoke coal. I think you've got coal beat. He signed on earlier.
As far as width,
Yes. Not so much
girth, I don't know. We'd have to go side by
I
side.
can work on it.
We'll work.
Hey, so what are you doing today, man?
I'm just making valving right now, actually.
Making valving? That'd be amazing.
Well, I'm making valve stacks, I should say.
Oh, there it is. Stacks on stacks.
Yeah, stacks on stacks.
Right on. Kyle, say hi, buddy.
All right, buddy. I'm Kyle.
That's Cummins Kyle, by the way. What are you doing, Cummins Kyle?
Doing the same thing, making valving stacks.
So in actuality, you guys are pulling valving for the next set of shocks you're doing, or are you re-inventorying?
We're pulling stuff and putting it into our shocks.
Gotcha. So you've got a set of shocks apart. You're going off the sheets that we have as a baseline, and then you're modifying that according to what that customer has for weight, driving style, and terrain.
Yes, sir.
So different valve stacks for everybody.
Oh yeah. All 100%.
Awesome. You guys have nothing funny to say. What the hell? It's like you're working.
Yeah, right?
Kyle, how many horsepower does your Dodge have?
Too much.
Compared to Mitch, come on, who's better? Who's bigger?
I'm not gonna go there.
Notes.
We've already had our equals here. So,
How'd you get the nickname?
how did I get the nickname?
Yep.
I don't know, it's the dunes.
All right.
The Dunes gave you Cummins, Kyle? It isn't because you have a Cummins?
Well, I mean, yes.
They didn't nickname you Dunes, Kyle.
It was the wind going through the sand.
Yeah.
And then everyone, we call him Brandad. How'd you get your nickname, Brandad? How old is your little
He's
man?
coming up on 6 months.
Ooh.
So that's how I got the name.
What have you learned in 6 months of fatherhood, Brandad?
A whole lot. I can't even state it.
How many times have you got beat in the face? More than once?
Definitely for sure.
Under 5.
Under 5, yeah.
Okay, good.
Somewhere in that range. Though.
You're doing good.
All this talk of peeing in the face is getting Chase excited.
Yeah, all right.
So, Steve, what's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
What are you up to?
Just doing some valving, rebuilds, and DSCs on a Honda Talon.
Oh, Honda Talon DSC upgrade as well as the internals?
Yep, internals, rebuilds, yeah, the full works.
Awesome. What's your nickname around here?
Typically it'd be Tube Sock Steve, for the obvious reasons. Wearing tube socks for probably 10 years now.
Steve, I've been getting a lot of...
The only day I've missed, though, let me put that, is the day that I made fun of Justin and dressed him. I didn't make fun of him, I just imitated you.
Yes, you
That's
came
the
in.
one day in probably 7 years that I have not worn.
And exactly what did you do to imitate me?
I dressed like you. I wore your big goofy white shoes. Now he changed to black shoes. Wore your big goofy white shoes and a nice polo. And,
Yeah?
Steve, how are the tube socks coming? I have tons of people all the time on the feed, and they're begging me, tube socks from Shock Therapy.
All right, listen, I need you guys to stop sending in your shocks so that I can focus. A few months. Let's just say that. A few months.
Right.
It's in the works.
We're going to make sure Steve is our supplier. That way we get the absolute best quality tube socks in the
100%.
game.
Thank
Boom.
you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Justin, I got a live one coming on here. Frontline Power Sports. What's going on, brother? Where are you at? What are you driving? And what's your question?
I'm in California. Sacramento. I have a 17 Maverick Turbo XDS.
Awesome, man. What's your question?
So I concluded it twofold. Sort of. Somebody asked a question before about the trailing arm for this old OG Maverick, and I know Justin said that was like not a good idea, but he spoke on the geometry of other types of suspension. What are your opinions on the torsion trailing arm system? Is there any way to improve the rear of it?
So on the OG Maverick, you do get an advantage if you can extend the wheelbase longer. So if you're going to go with an aftermarket trailing arm, then go with one that extends the wheelbase a couple of inches. It's not going to make the car like night and day go from crappy to amazing, but it's going to probably improve the whoops 10%. So usually a long wheelbase arm costs the same as an aftermarket arm that's not long wheelbase. So just take the free extension on that and it will help the car. That helps the car because of some of the line of force stuff that we had talked about on other videos. By extending that rear, it helps the direction that forces are transferred in the car, and it will make the car ride better in the rough. We do get a lot of questions though, hey, am I okay with my Honda or my OG Maverick or Yamaha in trails? Yeah, it's fine. As long as you're not running through big whoops and expect the car to be flat and level, then you're fine. So if you're trail riding or you're turning and stuff and you're hooking corners, all good. Run it. Run whatever car you're happy with. But to your question, yeah, go longer wheelbase if you have an option.
What'd you say?
I didn't hear you.
And then second question. I run sand like 90% of the time in Oregon, Dumont, Sand Mountain, Klamath, etc.
So again, if you're considering a lower arm in the back, then there's no cost difference to go with a longer wheelbase lower arm or upper control arm package. So I would do a longer wheelbase package if you have that option on that car. It'll work better everywhere, both in the dunes and in the whoops in the dunes and any of the trail stuff that you might do as well.
Yeah, I really like the ride improvement system in IQS. Is that something worth investing on an OG, or should I maybe trade up for an X3 or maybe even a new speed UTV or something?
So the X3 is going to ride better than your OG with all of our work because of the geometry and changing the chassis. What's that?
Okay. My buddy has a 2020 RC RR, and I rode it around just last time we went to Oregon. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you already answered your question. You know you need to do it. I know it might be hard to do, but if I was you, and I'm talking myself out of some work, right? I would not spend the money on our shock spring package and IQS on your OG. If you're considering the new X3, I'd rather see you do the X3 and then spend the money on that one. It's going to be a lot better than your OG worked.
Right. Cool, thank you. And by the way, I give a shout out to Sabino for setting me up with a dealer account for my power sports business here in Yuba City. Thank you very much.
Right on, man. Well, let's look forward to working with you a bunch, and hopefully you got a ton of customers we can work together on.
Thank you very much, Justin. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Frontline Power Sports.
So we're kind of taking a walk through the inventory area. It's all the guys assembling all the kits, and sexy Chris sitting down doing the best he can with Rad Rock. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your sexy time.
Do what I can.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
What are you doing today?
Some Turbo S racks.
Turbo S racks.
Oh yeah.
Lauren
Let's see.
Station always smells the best.
She has the best candles in history.
Oh yeah. Real.
Right there.
It's like I was gonna say, it smells like a pumpkin patch in here.
Pumpkin spice.
And then we got the new guy, the man, Clark,
How you guys doing?
AKA
You doing laser?
Suicide No Hander. What's going on, brother? How you doing? How you liking the job so far?
I'm loving it. There's nothing not to like here. It's a great place, awesome environment, amazing workers, great job.
Clark, we go on bicycle riding next Wednesday.
I love it. I'm down. I'll be there. Got the
Awesome.
bike already.
Sweet.
What kind of time you got there, Chase? We got time to keep walking around?
Yeah, we got some more time. We're at 25 minutes.
Awesome.
Can we go see the shark?
So actually Doug is grabbing more parts, so we'll come back to Doug and hopefully he'll have some laser running.
Glamis Black Bag wants to know tire PSI, why is it important?
Tire PSI is super important. A couple of reasons. So if you, it's complicated. If you're in the desert, trail, or mountains, you can use tire pressure as a possible tuning item to try and tune out some of the chop, chatter, and rocks. If you run low PSI, like 10 to 12 PSI, the car will ride smoother, but as soon as you get in small stuff, but as soon as you get into big stuff, big whoops, it's a negative. If you're running big whoops, like desert stuff a lot, or if you're racing, then you're gonna find yourself running a lot more pressure so that the shocks can do most of the work and not use the tire sidewall to do the work. The negative to low tire PSI is if you're in the desert, you can pinch the sidewall just by hitting a whoop hard enough. It'll smash the tire right up into the wheel. The wheel will pinch the sidewall or blow up the wheel. So that's why the race guys run higher pressures and save the wheel. In the dunes, if you do not want to run what used to be the old style mentality of flotation in a UTV. You don't run 6, 7, 8 PSI in tires anymore. It just doesn't happen because you have the traction of four-wheel drive and the cars are fairly light. You want to run between 12 and 14 PSI in sand tires on a UTV. The reason is the same thing in the desert. When you hit a big G out and you smash that tire sidewall all the way down to the wheel, in the sand, you're not going to pinch the sidewall, but you will drag the skid plate before the shock is using any of its bump stage. So you're going to bottom the car out a ton. You want to run PSI up in the sand to 12 to 14 and stop bottoming out. Race guys, you're going to see them running 22 to 28 pounds just trying to save a wheel when they're running hard through big stuff. So there's your tire PSI explanation. What do you got, Matt?
Gene Sanderson says, order new Fox shocks from Polaris and they stop threading the shaft on all the way down. Your springs won't go on any of the new Fox shocks from Polaris.
So that's not actually true. There are differences in the amount of threads on the shock body. Mitch will tell you what year that they did that, and we've actually had to change some shock bodies on cars that came in as a 19 and they were actually a 20. Right?
So a lot of Turbo S's actually came with a 2020 left rear shock and a 19 right rear shock, which required changing out crossovers and spring links and all of that stuff on those. Turbo S was a big one. Even the KRX were kind of playing that game with that one too. So
okay, but there is a different year that is changing, and we have the spring kit according to the year. So if you order a 19 and you have a 20, it's not going to work like you had mentioned. The spring is not long enough, the crossover isn't high enough. Yeah. If you order a 20 and you have a 19, it's not going to work that way either. So make sure when you're ordering our spring kit, it's ordered accurately. Also, you want to make sure that you have the same shock left to right. Mitch will tell you that we've seen a lot of stuff that's swapped out.
Yeah. That's what I was saying with the driver rear being a 2020 style and then the 19 style on the other side. So very specific on the 19 to 20 year as far as the spring kit's concerned.
So look at your shocks on the back of your car and make sure that the threads are down to the same distance and they're not in different spots. And once you've made sure that they're in the same spot, order the spring kit that's accurate to your year and you will have no problem with our kit. Anything else, Mitch?
Spoo 42 recommend a Turbo S steering rack on a fun car, non-race.
If you have problems with your rack wearing out and any play in the front, then yes, I would absolutely say put a billet rack on the Turbo S. The race guys do it before they even drive the car. Play guys do it because after about 1,000 miles, if you put big tires on it, you're going to need it. So Chase is showing off all of his special stuff. It's like looking inside of his...
Should have turned off my lava lamp.
I
fix
know.
my soundproof wall.
So this is the cave that we locked Chase into, by the way, so he can do all his video work and not bug anybody.
My other bike too. It's pretty sweet. Rest in peace, Dave Mira. And you know they say to keep something that you want to work and strive for every day. I'm working every day towards my new monkey. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
And when I walk out of my office, I get to see the one and only Jacob Carver, dead center. I lock eyes with
Jake
this
is
man.
so hot.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to move to Preskeet, as I like to call it.
So in this room, we've got accounting. You can see it on the wall. Beware of accounting. But Hi, we're embarrassing you. Is that awesome?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
We got Sam and we got Shock Doc Matt,
And Silly Savino.
and
What's
Savino.
going on? Hey, Frontline Power Sports had a bone to pick with you. He said that, you were hard to get a hold of and jerking him around.
That's actually not what he said, Jason.
Not at all.
Yeah, he said you hooked him up and you had a great time, and he gave a big shout out to you, Savino. He told me to kiss you.
I'll pass, but thank
Come on.
Matt, how's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah? What are you doing?
Just going over emails.
Actually, I think what you're doing is signing on to our video to answer questions, and you're fake sitting down and doing work.
That is true. Pretending like I'm
Hi,
doing something.
Sam. How's it going? Those are cute pictures in the background. We met Brandad a minute ago. He is kind of hot.
He is.
Do you help him lather the mustache? Are you the one in charge of the mustache, or is that all him?
That's all him.
That's impressive.
Do you like the mustache as much as he does?
I do actually.
Ah, then it's staying.
It's staying for sure.
So Brandon looks like he's 30 with the mustache. I think if you shave the mustache off, he probably looks 21.
Yeah.
He does. We've seen it.
James! Say hi. Are you on the phone with somebody?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Hey, what's your name, bud?
Introduce him for the video.
Steve Duda, right?
Yep. Tell him.
Steve Duda on the phone right
Tell
now.
him.
Let him know that he's on the
You
video.
are on live video right now.
Does he have any questions for the live video? And he's going to get a T-shirt regardless.
You got some questions for the live video?
Yep, free shirt.
I got you're on the live video with me. Yeah. No, you don't have no questions.
Stage fright.
Ask him what his shirt size is. What color do you want?
What size shirt do you want? Extra large. What color? Black, red, white.
Tell him to watch his great performance on YouTube today with you and him.
You hear that? We're gonna be on the live feed, baby.
Hey, James, send him a shirt, bud.
Black shirt.
All right. Right on, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, life's all about timing, people.
Rescued Pages wants to know how soon will IQS be available for the XX for customers to install at home?
IQS is going to be available for the Wildcat
Potentially next week.
like next week. So we're just wrapping up the instructions so you guys can do it yourself. We've done quite a few here at the shop, so you guys will be able to do it yourself in a week, maybe two. How's that? On our right, we've got Mike. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
1 second. 1 second.
Hey, what customer are you talking to? What's his name? And he gets a shirt for being on the live video.
Josh Howard, do you get a shirt for being on the live video right now?
Ask him, does he watch our live feeds?
So, do you watch our live feeds? Be awesome. Well, you're going to be on this one.
Is he subscribed to our channel?
Are you subscribed to our channel right now? The YouTube one? Perfect.
Tell him he's getting a T-shirt. What size? What color does he
What
want?
color you want for a shirt, bud? Okay. Great, we do. Yep. Absolutely. All right, we'll get you set up. Cool.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Thank you, bud.
Perfect timing.
Once again.
Hi, Ernie.
Hello.
We're in here to mess with you.
Mess with me, do it.
Okay.
Got a free shirt?
Maybe you need one for it. So, Ernie, what are you doing?
One is going to go on the top.
Looking busy. That's currently what I'm doing.
So actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring the mood down just a little bit, real quick. If you want to head over there. So, you guys, we want to acknowledge a couple of our best customers who had a very unfortunate day a couple days ago.
Yeah, very.
And it's very somber and is something that's hard to talk about, but we want to actually acknowledge them because they are amazing customers who have been fans of ours for quite some time. 2 days ago,
Yeah,
Ernie?
it was a father and son.
Esteban Veliz
Yep.
and Esteban Veliz Jr. Esteban Veliz Jr. Rocked our apparel He was basically our biggest fan.
Yeah, he loved Steve. Like he was super.
Yeah, and he's a major Steve fan. He and his dad, going through Glamis 2 days ago, had an incident with their car, and unfortunately they're no longer with us. We're in contact with their family. We are going to be organizing some major fundraising and other events to try and commemorate their life. And please be part of that with us as we start to show you and bring you into what we're going to be doing for them.
We're going to be sharing their GoFundMe account. We'll definitely be sharing that, and hopefully any of you that are out there that can help would be. It'd be much appreciated. It'd be amazing. They were a big part of this industry. They're a big part of who we are. So giving back, I think, would be a pretty good thing to do. So.
Please. So we are going to be putting a lot of things on our media. So you guys, when you see that coming through, please be generous. Please be involved. Their family is awesome, and they're going through a really tough time. So think of that. When you hear of these things from us. I'd like to give, how about 5 seconds, everybody think about them in your mind right now.
Inside to outside, on top, it's going to go bolt, solid spacer, link, then the medium, this line.
Thank you guys for jumping in and being part of that, and there's more to come. Please be involved. Sorry to bring that down.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, I got a lighter question for Ernie.
What do you got?
Lonnie wants to know when the next time you and Justin can play ball, and do you still remember what way to run on the bases?
you know, if Lonnie would show up when he says he would show up to play softball,
Good point.
and if he would also pay. If he said he would pay to play, we would probably still be playing with Lonnie.
Mm-hmm.
So
there
you go. But seriously, call me if you ever need a guy. I'm kind of looking for excuses to go play.
You've been playing a lot of pickleball.
Yeah, we've been playing pickleball.
So,
As a matter of fact, we're playing tonight. So.
I don't know if there's many bases in pickleball.
Can't be Thursday night. So, let me know, Lonnie.
Ernie, thank you very much, man.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, Ernie's.
Hey, I got a shout out from Jake Larson.
You guys ready to get on my feed?
Sure.
You can, you don't have to be. Too late, you're on it. So we're up in the showroom, you guys. We got a couple of customers hanging out. What are you guys' names? Chase? Richard? And Mike. And Mike? You guys waiting for your car?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it's not too boring up here.
Richard, Mike, are you guys subscribed to us on YouTube?
Yes, we are.
Both of you, no bluffs. All right?
Have you seen any of the videos yet?
Yep.
Every single one.
Favorite video
They're on it.
so far?
The Tuesday's video.
Oh, Mitch.
Really?
Yeah, we got a Mitch fan.
got some love. I like it.
Hey, you guys, we're going to get you guys some shirts before you get out of here.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the feed.
Thank you.
So, let's go over here and embarrass JT.
Yeah.
All we're doing is walk around the shop today embarrassing everybody. They have no idea that we're walking out. Hi, JT.
Hello.
What do you do?
I answer the phone, schedule appointments, take orders.
JT, I have a question. It's personally from me. Yesterday, I tried to take a photo of you, and it was like kind of like a moment for me, and I just thought I was kind of like captivated by you. And you said no photos, sir. And I just want to know what that was all about.
I'm not camera friendly.
Come on, JT, look at you. You're a beautiful man. I'm just trying to put you on the gram and make sure your lady knows, what she has.
I mean, I know I'm beautiful. I know this.
Right.
But I just need this.
Chase, I think that JT was worried about your possible man crush.
Look, he just didn't want me having the
very
personal
awkward, and
photo
we have
in
to
my
get-
own computer.
You
I
have
get
to
it.
get
I
HR
see
involved
it,
when
JT.
you act like that. It's not cool.
I don't know what he does with this stuff. It freaks me out.
I know, right? So freaking weird. Behind you is Milo. Milo's doing his thing, man. He's on the phone nonstop. Milo, who do you have on the phone?
I got Mark on the phone right now.
How about Mark's first and last name? He gets a t-shirt. He's on the video.
Mark, what's your first last name and your t-shirt size? They want to give you a free shirt with the live stream.
If he subscribed to our YouTube channel, tell him he has to subscribe.
All these rules, Chase. Why?
It's called blackmail, Justin.
They asked if you can subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Is it possible to embarrass a customer over the phone?
All right, awesome, man. That sounds great.
Hey, make sure you get all this shirt stuff, okay, Milo? Send him a shirt.
Make sure you get his email, Milo, so we can check if he subscribed.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going over here?
Doing good.
Why are you the coolest guy that has 2 computer screens?
Because I take people's money. So.
Oh. You're the tax collector.
There's 2 chains and then there's 2 screens.
Yep.
I like that a lot. Well, you're kind of a step above the other guys. They only get 1 screen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of embarrassing, honestly.
Oh yeah.
You're a little embarrassed yourself.
Camera shy of that.
So make sure, Chase, keep on him, and let's just make this even more awkward.
Okay, just stare right into it.
Hold on. What kind of socks you got on? Oh yeah. No socks. That's kind of like the free balling style. I like it.
So over here, we have a customer hanging out in the showroom, but this kind of a special one. His name is Kevin Miller. He's also a really good friend of mine, and we were kind of hanging out all day long. And it's been a few years, actually, Kevin.
Has been.
Yeah. You want to tell anybody something funny? How about something embarrassing?
No, I'm cool
Come on,
with the embarrassing.
What dirt do you have on this man? I need to know. Give me something good, Kevin.
So I have dirt on you, Kevin.
Okay.
I'm going to share it with everybody else.
Okay.
So Kevin is probably guilty of being the one customer who's had the most horsepower in any sand car in history between the years of 2000 and 2009 or 10, right? Somewhere in that decade, Kevin has a horsepower addiction. Some people have drug addiction. Some people have alcohol addiction.
Caffeine.
And caffeine, for sure. Kevin has a big horsepower problem.
That's true.
And more blower, more boost, more cubic inch, more better. And if you can shove it in a go-kart, I've seen it happen too. There was also actually Jack Wars. Who had the biggest jack to jack up their car at the time was Kevin's definitely guilty of winning that one at one point in time.
We had a George Brunholzl jack on go-kart tires that would jack your car up in three pumps.
Yep. And this is back in 2001 before anybody made real jacks with real tires. So anyway, Kevin's a badass, and I'm glad to spend more time with you today.
It's been great. Thank you.
All right, let's go back out and see if we can get embarrassing. Thanks, guys, for being part of it.
I got some more people wanting to go live here. The side-by-side guys. I'm reaching out for them. I got a line in the water. We'll see if we can get them on the hook. We got to go talk to Doug still. Are we going to go say hi? And we're
Yeah, maybe we'll go find
time
Doug.
limit. Side-by-side guys, if you're out there, we're trying to reach out for you.
Let's go talk to Doug for a second, then we'll come back outside and wrap up.
I like it.
We'll see if we can get Steve to show some moves. Dougie Fresh.
Pole dance?
Hi, Doug. Hey. Hi, Doug. Show everybody what you're lasering.
We're engraving a rod in.
You got anything running right now?
And I'm just walking them out.
Sure you are, Doug. Sure you are.
Okay, we've got these that I got to flip around to the second side.
You got some nice rod ends there, Douglas.
Always use the best.
Doug has the shiniest rods in the shop.
I think he touches all of our rods in the shop, to be honest with you.
With care.
So in the laser room, which Doug is in charge of course, we are lasering all of our parts. We've been accused of branding way too much stuff.
Never.
And I don't think it's possible, but I do want
mark everything.
I do know one thing: if you stand still too long in this shop, then you're probably going to get wrapped by Wolf Designs.
Doug,
That's true too.
how excited are you about your new room on the other side of the building?
Oh, I can't wait.
What is
The
your...
AC is in today.
Awesome.
And Phoenix, that's a big thing.
Yeah, you're working in it next week.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's go see if Steve's ready for showtime.
Bye, Doug! Hey, before we go see Steve, I got someone special on the line.
What do you got?
I think check this out, Justin.
What do you got? Dave, what's up, buddy?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I don't know if you were just here or not, Dave, but there's some things going on since
So
you left.
unfortunately, we do have a customer's car here today. He requested that we have it in the video.
We're just testing the suspension.
So we're doing a test ride right now because this customer said, I want my car in the video. Guess what? It's in the video. Be careful what you ask for.
Suspension's dialed.
It's dialed.
Suspension style. Oh, I thought you said suspension style.
So congratulations. Dave, what are you up to?
Oh, wait. Dave, where are you at? What's your question, and how long ago did you leave us?
Let's say I left you guys about a minute and a half ago. Talked to the new Tim Garment. For customers out west. And I wanted to touch base.
Offset wheels.
You mean as far, wheel offset. I'm sorry, Dave, I didn't hear you because Chase was in the way for a second. You know, in the dunes you can run any offset you want because you don't have any chop or rocks or anything that's going to be a nasty snap or a hit that's going to come back into the wheel. But in the desert, you really need to concentrate on wheel offset. Stock is typically 6.1. You can run a 5.1, a 4.1, you can run a 5.2. Do not run a 4.3 or larger offset like a 4.4. In the dunes, you can run 4.3s and 4.4s all day long. It's not a big deal. In the desert, man, stay 6.1, 5.1, 4.1, 5.2.
Fair enough.
Dave, thanks, man. If you guys don't know, then if you're out in Glamis, hit up Dave for some rentals, and you guys can get a ride in the car if you don't have one already. I guarantee you it's going to be the most expensive rental ever, because when you're done renting it from Dave, you're going to go out and buy a car.
And please, pick up your trash.
Pick up your trash.
Pick up your trash in the dunes. Dave is also in charge of the Black Bag Project. You guys support the cause. Pick up your trash.
Thank you for your answers.
Have a good one, Dave. You keep on smoking on that cigar, man.
Hey, you know it, man.
Make sure it's the good stuff in there, man.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Thanks, Dave. Take it easy, buddy. Hey, have you guys got any questions? Otherwise, we're out of here.
We had some people saying that they wanted to see Steve dance to the new WAP song.
The new what?
The new WAP song.
Steve. Hey, Steve. Who's playing music right now?
Yeah, Steve.
I don't think we can play that legally.
I totally think
It's our feed. We can play it.
Yeah, come on, Steve.
Have you ever heard the song?
No,
Play it.
yeah. It's totally good.
Play it right now.
Steve, do you know the dance? The TikTok dance?
No, but I guess I can freestyle it.
No, I mean you can.
Maybe we should do it next week.
Yeah, you wanna come back with the full dance?
No,
Actually
you know
learn, or
what?
you
Do a
wanna
warm up
freestyle?
right now, and next week what we'll do is a full choreographed event.
After Justin never lets us play this song again.
Yeah, I don't think Justin knows what we're doing.
I do know exactly what you're doing.
I did
so,
just download the song, so.
so if you guys are watching right now and you have sensitive ears, then tune out. Back up, dancers.
Certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out get
That can't be exactly.
No, keep it going, Steve, on the table.
wet ass pussy, bucket and a wet ass pussy, give me everything hot. Wet ass pussy, beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Right in your face, slap your nose, credit card. Hop on top, I wanna
No. With that, we're out of here. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry for that. I can't control everybody around here, and they have a good time. Thanks for tuning in. We just throw it out there Thursday, and there's no technical anything to this. You guys, if you need anything, give us a call, 623-217-4959. And if you want any products, then go to our website, shoptherapist.com. Have a rockin' weekend.
For everyone with the Kawasaki TRX KRX dual rate springs, video will be out Monday.